Hello and welcome to another gaming pickups video, and in this video we're going to be going over stuff I got around late September. No, that's not right. It's mid-September. So mid-September to now, and this is going to be an early video. I owe it up to you lot for the fact I've not uploaded a lot recently, and me and Fit Girl are still working on the second part of the collab we're doing. But trust me, that'll be worth the wait, and you know, everything will be good and jolly and all that. So let's get started. Now, before we do properly start actually, this is going to be 13.1. So, this is going to be episode 13.1, and then next month when my birthday is around, maybe a couple of days after that, there's going to be 13.2, I guess. So, you know, take it with what you will. Might fuse the videos into one. You never know. So, now let's properly get started. First up, Spider-Man on Xbox. Now, I originally wanted this version because, well, it's got an extra level in it. Extra 2 levels, rather, because you've got Craven in this one for some reason, while other versions didn't have him as a boss fight, so, you know, it's okay. I mean, it's definitely got the original Spider-Man gameplay from the first game, from the PS1 by Treyarch. No, not Treyarch. Neversoft. I'm pretty sure Neversoft made the first Spider-Man game. And, you know, good, all jolly good. So, it's a really good game. Not the best one. I mean, I still think Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man game. But, you know, speaking of which, Spider-Man 2. Now, not this version in particular, because, you know, this was the inferior port, but Spider-Man 2 on the PS2 is a good game. Now, the PSP version is alright. I mean, it plays way too similarly to Spider-Man 1, if you ask me. There's a lot of concepts from this one that are the same. So you've got the health meter on top of the corner of the screen like normal, but the gameplay is usually limited to 1 or 2 rooms, maybe a few more, and that's it. Also, the final boss is a lot easier than the PS2 version, so that, I at least commend it for that. Spider-Man 3. Now, you may know that last time I got a copy of Spider-Man 3 for the Xbox 360, which didn't particularly work well, and, well, this version is completely different. It was made by Vicarious Visions, the Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy peoples, and they just, I've only just started to notice how often they've been tainting stuff in my life. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 on PS1, which my sister had, yeah, they Vicarious Visions alright. So, yeah, this is actually more stricter, so it's a little more closer to the movie's plot. You get the black suit a few missions in, aside from the Xbox 360 version, which you have to play over half of the game to even get. And it allows you to switch between the 2 suits, which I find is a nice touch. And there's also a few more villains and plot mechanics and all that, you know, it's fun. It's actually really good. I recommend getting it, at least. I've heard the Wii version is quite good. It's the same game, really, but the PSP version as well, that's kind of impressive for the fact that it's the same game. Next one, South Park: The Stick of Truth, my second 18 rated game. Yes, I'm that much of a child now. Ha ha ha. So excuse my sniffing. Got a blocked nose, but you know. Now, South Park I'm not particularly a big fan of, but I saw my younger brother playing this the other day, and I thought, you know what, I want to get myself a copy of that, because I like RPGs, and I like the collectathon aspect of it, a bit like Spyro, and I also really do like the RPG system in this game, despite not being a factor of Western RPGs in general. I do find it really good. There's a lot of references to the source material. I've not watched that many episodes of the show, but I still find it really fun. So if you do like RPGs, at least pick this up. Mirror's Edge. Now, Mirror's Edge is funny because, well, it's a parkour game, and obviously if you've played it, you know how difficult it can be, but it's actually not that hard. Yeah, I said it, it's not that hard. It'll leave you stumbling for a few minutes, but, you know, apart from that, it's a very easy game, really, to me at least. And now, the game itself is actually really, really fun. But the platforming in terms of parkour is satisfying. You've also got the weapons mechanics, which I don't think particularly needed to be there. But you know, giant rat Easter egg and all, so. Next up, Fable. Now, Fable's a funny one again, because, like I said, I'm not particularly a big fan of Western RPGs. And, well, you know, I've not really played much of it. Mainly because I can't particularly get into it that well. I'll also consider trying Fable 2 and 3 as well, but, you know, for now, it's just a game that I'm not particularly a big fan of. Drawn to Life, the next chapter. Now, if you remember what I said the other day, about, well, in another video, it's like, I said that I wanted to get the next chapter on the DS, but the clerk at the counter gave me the first game instead, which is a bit annoying, but, you know, if I saw the ending to the DS version, I would probably cry my eyes out and not touch the game again. Well, you know, I'm not going to give away what happens, but the European version's ending is really bloody depressing. And as for the game itself, this being a completely different version, not can't even talk today, again. This version was not made by Bithfell, it was actually made by Planet Moon Studios. And it was actually really, really good. I mean, I've not finished all of it, but I still think it's a decent game. It's definitely the inferior version, but I like it a lot. And it's also got a different plot, so, you know, the ending is nothing the same. And finally, No More Heroes, which is yet another hack and slash game. The only one I've played previously is Bayonetta. And I'm not particularly a big fan of genre, but this one in particular is a really, really good game. I mean, the humour is on point, the gameplay is alright, the motion controls don't get in the way too much, they're not that much of an issue really, and it's an all-round fun game. I mean, the hub world is kinda shit, but, you know, that's the worst I can say about it. Humour, over-the-top gore, if you're playing the American version, I think, because this one's kind of censored, and, you know, perfect. It's a really good game. If you haven't played it already, pick it up. I think it's on PS3 under the name of No More Heroes, Heroes Paradise, but, you know, it's actually a really good game, and if you haven't played it already, I'd recommend getting it. Particularly fun. And I guess that is the end of this video. Part 2 of this episode will be out next month, in a couple weeks' time. But until then, I will see you in the next video, whichever it may be. See ya.